So before I get started on this video, I just want to say that this blank page of my sketchbook represents my brain right now in the sense that I have artist block, and school hit me like a brick. So uploads may not be coming out so early. I don't even know if I'll be doing traditional Thursdays. They might be delayed because of the busy school year. So just be aware of that, but I'll still be posting stuff, just not as often because of school and stuff. So yeah. Hello, fellow spellcasters. I am back again for another traditional Thursday, except let's just say that artist block hasn't been too kind to me lately. And just a quick notice, I also got my room painted. It's no longer that yellow color that you saw in my channel intro. It is now a pretty shade of blue, and that is a new little thing that I wanted to share with you. So training my art style like a newfound Pokemon was not exactly the easiest thing to do. So I ended up creating this little drawing of one of my original characters in school, and I will be outlining it in this little montage. Except it was at this very moment that I realized I needed to do more. Except I didn't handle this like a normal person. You see, my way of treating this was to create half a page of expressions for my alter ego. And yes, you did hear that right. This was my own way of mutilating the artist block inside my head. Except what I didn't realize is that I would be creating these expressions in probably the most Japanese manga-ish way possible. So being a Sailor Moon fan and coming from the original source material, meaning the manga, I came across a lot of panels in which, so you'd have this little text bubble, and then sometimes if it didn't show the actual character speaking, it would have this little chibi icon inside of the bubble to show you, oh yeah, Usagi's talking to Chibiusa in this one thing, and obviously she's kind of angry. So I ended up doing that and creating an entire expression sheet consisting of mostly chibi-ish things. It was probably something that I wouldn't even do in my spare time, except for when I'm really desperate to make a video. Now, seeing that this was probably the best choice to have SLS as my main candidate for creating an entire expression sheet for, because of how expressive and unpredictable she is as a type of fangirl, and I'm currently drawing a little expression that I have used a lot in my older sketchbooks. And because S isn't exactly supposed to represent one emotion in part of me, she just kind of represents a trait in general, I kind of had a lot of infinite possibilities to go with her emotions. Take, for example, what I'm doing right now is a little icon of SLS kind of sleepy and stuff. I think the hardest part for me to decide was whether the little snot bubble, which is always over exaggerated when it comes to icons of characters sleeping and manga and stuff, and their little bubbles and stuff, which I've seen a lot. So in this case, couldn't decide whether the bubble was gonna be over her glasses or whether it was gonna be under the glasses, but eventually I decided that it was gonna be over the glasses, and I didn't even know that something like this would eventually be a struggle for me. I'm not even gonna talk about this one. And that, my friends, is the story of how I attempted to defeat my artist block by making an expression sheet. Needless to say, I could have went for hours making this, so eventually I had to stop after a few. Anyway, that is all for today. This is Witchy Who, signing off.